Alright, welcome back again. No mucking around with this one. This intro is going to be fantastic. That's it, that's the intro. Making a wheel handle for this, because these things drive me bonkers. Yeah. Sorry, getting distracted. So what I'm planning to do, I've got this old, it's about 250mm. It's actually an old faceplate that I'm going to use. So what I'm going to do, it works out pretty much exactly the right size. So I'm going to remove these handles. I want to just face this down a bit if I can, just to get a good, good seat for the new thing. This not going to do much. I've got to cut out the guts, make up like a sleeve that goes over there that this will bolt to it, make a handle, and that's pretty much it. So pretty straightforward, hopefully pretty simple. I don't really care. I'm going to paint it same colour as the machine, so rough enough's going to be good enough. Try and make it look as good as I can, I guess. But anyway, hopefully it should be better, and it'll be better for grinding, like the end mill sort of stuff, having a bit more control over it. So yeah, anyway, there you go. That's what we're doing. I'm going to try and keep all this intact as much as I can. I'm hoping that, well, I'm pretty certain that these are Loctited in, so I'm just going to try and put a bit of heat on it and see if I can break them free. I just prefer to have it, so for whatever reason, if I wanted to revert it back, I could, but we'll see what happens. That's going to be enough. Alright, that's not going to happen. Alright, so that's the end of that. Looks like we're cutting them off. Easy fixed. Just get a few measurements before I go hacking it up. Alright, that was easy. Bigger persuader. There it is. Alright, get her in the lathe, get it chucked up. Should have just left enough room on the back here to indicate it. So about there. That's it. $46. $46.67. Just cooling that down for a minute. $45.99. Not bad. Whoops, knocked it. It was on zeros. 45,000. So I was aiming for that. I'll take it. Alright. Should be able to press me thing on that. Alright, that's that done. Pretty good. What we got to do, so this is 75mm stock. I'm going to bring the outside down to 74. So I'll just finish 74 and then I've got to like check out whatever down to 55mm. So a fair bit to take off. That's one. Just change that quickly. Bit better. $74 712. I don't know why I'm getting fussy. It's only the outside of the bloody sleeve thing. Guess it's good to practice. $74.006. That's alright. Alright, that's it again. So touch off here. Get a 0. Alright, now I gotta get all that out to bloody down to 55 mil. Alright, just gotta check that. What's that? Can't read it. 56,549. And I've got to get down to, what is it? 55. Alright, I'm going to clean that up. Alright, I gotta bore this out to, what is it, 44.98 by no less than 38 mils deep, so bit to do. 25.30. This is a 40.90. $43.066. Oh, I gotta get to 44.96. Right, so I'm up 44.97. Yeah, about 978. 44.978, I'm going to say. So that should be enough to get a shrink fit on it. Oh, yeah, I reckon it's gonna. Bit of heat. Maybe press if I have to, but I think heat should drop on. Alright, it's dinner time, so be back tomorrow to finish this. Alrighty, just got to make like a center plug with a hole in it, just to center up this plate. 21.95 diameter and 28 long, so just smash that out. That'll be alright, this should be enough to dial it in. Oh, it worked. It's gonna sing like a bird. Oh, I just want to give it a clean up anyway. Should be right. That'll do. Don't think this is going to be the best way of doing it, but we're just going to get there. That'll do us. What I'm doing here, I'm kind of trepanning, but well, I am. I know the blade is supposed to be, cupped, but I'm just going to see what happens. All I want to do is go deep enough, like leave about 0.5 of a mil and then, you know, just break it off or hammer it out, you know. We're gonna see what happens, see how much it rubs on the side, and it's only 6mm thick through here, so we'll just see what happens. It's rubbing heaps. Alright, leave it with me for a second. Just gonna go and grind some relief on that. Alright, hopefully that'll be enough. $38.56. Alright, so I measured that, touched the tool off, and worked out how far out from the center I was from that. That's it. Beautiful. Should I? So I blew it out a bit, but is it, well, a little bit of play. It's not going to bloody matter. First time. It's getting bolted to it anyway, like, who cares? There you go. Yeah, these parallels are coming handy. Alright, hopefully that works. So that do its thing. Alright, so just found the center. So now I just got to remember how to use this. So I'm going to select my holes. Radius 15. Hang on. No, that's wrong. Radius 30. Number of holes 5. Starting angle 0. End angle 0. And that's it. So I just follow it. Hopefully you can see that. And that's it. Helps when you push record. Alright. There we go. Next. Now I'm going to drill the tapped hole right through. Clearance hole. Well, that's going to have to be it. I'm going to blow out the edge, which I don't want to do. No, that's done. Screw heads are slightly proud, but I'll blow out the side if I go any deeper. The stock wasn't wide enough. I really needed, like 78 or something like that. It was only 75, down to 74, so as good as it's getting. Okay, so with this one, what I'm doing is, let's get down close. I'm just, this is for my handle, so I want it close to that edge, like say about there. So I'm going to have like a 25mm, maybe a bit more, I'm not sure yet, like a riser, and it's going to seat in that edge because I want it as close to the edge as I can. I think it'd look shit with just this round thing. Hang on, I'll find something. Say for instance that's it, yeah, I think it'll look shit like that. So I'm making it sort of sunk in a bit. Well, I want it as close to the outside edge as I can. That's what I'm trying to get at, so making myself a hell of a lot more work. That's all I'm doing. So just going to plunge that down to open it up for the boring bar. Well, the end mill grind works. Gonna happen. Come on. Ah. I'm on to making the shaft for the handle now. So there we go. It's all sort of like, it's fat here, tapers down, then it's got a, because I've got to bolt this one on from the back, I can't bolt it in just the aluminium. It'll just knacker out straight away. But so I've got to thread the back, got to thread the front, blah blah blah. So yeah, work it out as we sort of go along with this. Whoa, bunch. Alright, that'll do, because it's getting painted anyway. Come on. Oh, makes me ass pucker that, I'll tell you what. Good part though. I couldn't have stood any further back if I tried. My eyes shut. Alright, that's going to do. I'll break the bastard. Okay, that's what we wanted. Oop, oh, I better remove that. So she's a bloody perfect fit. Bit of a gouge there. So yeah, that was the plan, and it seems to have worked. So there you go. Now I just got to make the actual handle. Done deal. Alright, this is the last thing I'm going to do for the night, is just see if I can shrink fit this thing on. Oh. See what happens. You freaking ripper. There you go. My first shrink fit. Hoo-hoo! Sucks about that, but I don't know what else to do. I need some shorter screws, or I'll cut them off as well. But anyway, there you go. That's it for one night. I've had a gutful. Bloody stoked with that though. Handle to go and bit of paint and she's done. Alright, see you soon. Now, what am I doing? The outer of the handle, I got to get this down to 29mm, kind of mark it out, and then I'm going to cut a slight taper on it. Yeah, so get into that. Beautiful. Alright, just got to bore out this hole 1980 diameter and 12mm deep. Right, I've got to be careful here. The through hole's 16mm, so I need to get down to, say about, well, I need to get down to 18mm without breaking through. So we'll see how we go, eh? Okay, that worked. I'm just going to start with about 2° taper to begin with. See how that goes. I think it's going to work out to be about 3 or 4 degrees, but I just don't want to go hooking in and finding out, whoops. Just change the degree a bit. Extra 1 degree. Oh, look. Success. Just deburr that. There we go. Nice. It's done. Come on, beautiful. Probably gonna blue this up. Just the handle part. It's only mild steel, so it's gonna rust. But works bloody beautiful, and there's bugger all play. Fantastic. It's us. It's come out alright. Except I dropped it. That's a problem. Oh, I have no choice but to pull it apart because there's a little, if you can see that, little recess in here. So I've made the sleeve over the top and it doesn't fit. So I've got to machine, whatever that is, about 4mm off the edge of that. Bugger, scratched all my nice paintwork. Yeah, so unfortunately, I didn't see that little recess in there. You can see that. So I've just don't mind the paint now. That's cactus, but so I just remachined that on there so it fits in. Casting stuffed, but it's better. No, that's as good as it's getting. That's what happens when you start doing stuff before paint's dry. Oh. Just need to go and get the young bloke, give me a lift. So when we lift it on, right, see the centre of that there, like the centre of the chuck, under the centre of the wheel, and I've got to try and just jiggle this actually. Alright, you want to jump on that end?
Yep.
What the fuck? Yeah, it's not alright. Get the gains, Jess. This way. This way, this way, this way, this way. There, somewhere.
Seems about right.
No. Just lift. Where it is, just lift. It's going to be even harder. Or gentle. Down. That's it. Oh yeah!
Fuck yeah. All the oils in there.
Thanks. Done. Cheers, mate.
So, just give us a high five. Good job, mate.
Shit,
Shut up.
Thanks.
High five.
Job's done. Okay. That's it. It's come up alright. Except I didn't let paint dry. Bloody beautiful. That's another one done. So, yeah, till the next one. Catch us later.